break free, and join the Awake, Free, and Ready community. Awaken your soul, free your mind, and get ready for what's next. Just getting ready to go live here. It is noon, and as promised, I wanted to get this up and running. I'm just going to adjust my volume here. How are you doing? Welcome to Monday, and it is Motivational Monday, and I wanted to make sure that I connected with you today. Now, originally, this was just going to be a message, a post on the platform, but Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, deleted it. Now, you would think that after a while, I would learn a thing or two about how Facebook loves to delete my messages, especially when they've got some power behind them. The lesson, of course, is to write it out on another platform or on my computer and then cut and paste it. Today I wanted to talk about the idea around energy. And as Ralph Smart said, your energy is your message. And because we're going through so much transition right now, and because people are feeling a lot of the heavy energy that's out there, I wanted to kind of do a bit of a dive into how to amp up the energy that you need to be the conscious noble warrior that you are. Now, if things are going great in your world and you are rocking it, fantastic. That is truly a gift. And wow, what is your secret? And for others, if you are feeling the heavy energy, then you'll want to lead in. There is a systematic approach to what they are doing on the other side to make sure that humanity is feeling this heavy energy. I have been easily distracted on a lot of fronts, especially in the last couple of years. I am super intrigued and excited about things that are happening out there in the world, and the things that make you go, truly interest me. But I'll be honest with you. A lot of that energy, as much as it is new awareness, and it's all about awakening to things you didn't know existed before. But there is a cautionary tale when you decide to go down the rabbit hole. Now, depending on what rabbit hole you're going down. Some of those rabbit holes, if you're not ready for them, can be very dark, they can be very disturbing, and they can really mess up your mind and your overall sense of well-being. And when that happens, it can get really heavy. And then you look around and you go, wow, what's the point? Like, if they're doing that, can you imagine what they're doing over here or wherever? So it is important that you do learn, no question about it. And I encourage you, go down as many rabbit holes as you can, but make sure that your energy can handle it. Make sure that you are doing it in small chunks so that you're not overwhelming your system. And some of you might be going, well, what are you talking about, Dwayne? What would possibly be overwhelming me? Well, it all depends on what you are awakening to. For me, there was a couple years ago when I first heard about adrenochrome and the child trafficking. That was a very dark and disturbing hole. And when I went down that, I realized just how big and pervasive this is. And of course, then it goes down into, Hollywood and the elites and the system and the billions of dollars that this industry represents and the pain and the suffering that goes with it. If you're not handling your state, man, it can really be heavy. So it's really important that you are creating a space and time gap in your day, that you are conscious of the energy you're hanging on to, the vibrational frequency that is your dominant frequency. And if you're feeling really heavy, be careful, because when we're in that energy, we end up attracting more people like that. And it can be a pity party. It can be it feel like you're with an enlightened noble warrior or your kindred spirits, and you're going, yeah, exactly. Oh, did you know this? Did you know this? Did you know this? Did you know this? And as much as your brain is just going, wow, this is really interesting information, how is it resonating with you? How is it landing for you? And is it super heavy? What are you doing to mitigate that? And so it's important, and especially if you're empathic, and I know a lot of you are, and you take on a lot of other people's energy. You take on the whatever emotional place they're in, you wear it. And that's not your load to carry. So you've got to have a practice where you're dumping the heavy energy. And what does that look like to you? I would encourage you to make sure that you are mindful of the people you are hanging out with. Are they crabs in your bucket? Are they pulling you down? Do they have anything positive to say? How do they lift you up? How do they encourage you? When was the last time you had a really good laugh with them and they were able to change your state? That must be a priority, because your state must be the energy of your personal brand. And I have to work at it. I have to go into meditation, and I have to change the frequency. It's important in order for me to be the energy I need to be able to serve you in a more powerful way. Because, yeah, if I can go down those rabbit holes, like I said, and it can be heavy, but my energy, in order to serve, has to be at a whole nother level. And because we're all conscious noble warriors, we need to have that as part of our toolbox, because the days ahead are going to be challenging. The days ahead are going to be testing your mettle at a whole nother level. And so being able to walk through the fire and knowing that you've got this protective shield that guards your energy body from anything outside of you is so important. So dig into what it is you are doing on a daily basis for practice to keep you in that frequency that serves you at the highest level. Yeah. If you have an opportunity, go into nature. Nature is one of the most powerful places to recharge. In fact, that's what she's built for, is to help you to recharge. So if you can get into nature, even if it's a park, a city park, get into nature and just be in that space. Touch a tree, hold a tree, put your hands, take your socks and shoes off and walk on the grass. Yeah, just feel your toes, wiggle your toes in the grass, and just be mindful of the energy. See how it feels. Now, you might be, Dwayne, that's a little bit woo-woo. Now, just try it. Just be conscious of it. Okay, Dwayne he told me to give it a shot. Take my socks and shoes off the next time I'm in a park and walk on the grass. I'm not saying you have to wade through all this grass no, just take your shoes off, your socks, give it 5 minutes. Just give it 5 minutes and just be mindful and just feel your toes in the earth. Just try it and see how it shifts your energy. Now, if you can't get around a park or into nature, then what is your meditative practice? Could you perhaps just put some tea on and look out the window, and for 5 to 10 minutes, you're thinking nothing but just being present to that moment? Not the shitstorm, not the angst that you might be feeling, but just Yeah, all right, here I am. And being mindful. I want you to consider, before I leave here, I want you to consider that you have a personal brand. This is the brand you are. This is the advertisement that goes out to the world. And as you were out there, you are a walking billboard of you. And so be mindful of what is being said on this expression and how you are putting that out there without saying a single word. So in the days ahead, people are going to be relying on you for your strength, your wisdom, your candor, your skills. You're going to be tasked more than you ever thought possible. But you are here to rise. You are here for so much more. And you already know this. You already know that the universe is preparing you for something incredible. This is your time to really walk into this new era that we're going into with this energy and vitality. But it has to be conscious. It's not going to be just given to you. And that funk that you might be in, the stinking thinking that might be going on, there might be some victimhood going on, maybe self-esteem, self-worth going on. And it might also be a spiral of like, man, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Yes, it can be. However, it is predicated on your focus. And that's why I wanted to do this live video here on Motivational Monday to give you a little bit of inspiration that you are way more powerful than you can possibly imagine. And make that energy, that amazing energy that is unique to you, your brand. So my challenge to you today is, if there is someone in your charge, someone you know, someone that is perhaps going through some difficult challenges, reach out to them. Be a beacon of light, be a beacon of hope, be a beacon of possibility. Now, they might not be ready, and that's okay. But at least you are an energy beacon that they can go, wow, okay, not ready yet, but I appreciate where you're coming from. I appreciate that energy, and maybe I need to look at this. And finally, you might have to make some decisions about who you are hanging out with. If that energy that they are giving out is not conducive to who and what you want to be or feel. And I know you probably have already. I certainly have. I have changed many of the people that I associate with. They're not in the tribe that I am now in. And that's okay. It's our evolution. That is okay. I let them go with love. They do what they need to do, and we're good. But in the process of doing that, I have gained so much more, because I am in alignment with who and what I want to be. And the people that are attracted to that energy are like-minded. And so the friendships are even deeper. The connections are even more amazing and real and honorable and noble. It's a beautiful thing. So get ready for what's ahead with an energy that is truly you. Give yourself the gift of just being mindful of where your energy is at and how much are you feeding it, good or bad. And I would implore you to just be conscious of what is renting space right here. Do your rabbit hole dives, do your investigative work. It's fascinating, no question about it. But be mindful of how it feeds the energy. and then transmute it. Transmute it so that you can move through the rest of your day feeling good about what's possible. And I get it. There's not a lot out there right now that is super exciting, and it almost feels like we need a win on our side. When are we going to get a win? Well, why don't you be the win? That's what I'm doing. I am making sure that if it's not coming from an external source, then damn it, it's going to come from me. And so this is why I wanted to go live. I wanted to share a little bit of my energy to perhaps give you a little bit of fuel for thought, a spark, and knowing that someone out there you feel is a voice in the wilderness, because I've got your back and I feel you. All right. Hope this was of value to you. If it was, comment on it. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback. I will be posting this on the YouTube channel, so it'll be posted there as well. And invite a few people to the group. We're just getting rolling. If you know some like-minded people that would enjoy this tribe, please invite them. And let's grow this to be a really cool global opportunity for change. All right. I love you guys. Be good. We will talk to you soon. All the best. And remember, we're here to awaken your soul, free your mind, and get ready for what's next. All the best. Talk to you soon. Cheers.